dear friends, masters, and gods. A very good evening to you all. Mahavatar TV warmly welcomes you to the 21 days free holistic wellness program, batch 24, day 2. So, before commencing the session, I would like to say pranams to you all, and to our Guruji Ranganath sir, our Grandmaster Maharshi Patriji, our great Grandmaster Mahavatar Babaji, and to all the great Grandmasters and to the universe. So, today's topic is Sri Nrsimha Saraswati, the light of Guru Parampara. So, long time ago, in the village called Karanja, in the year 1378, in Brahmin family in Maharashtra, a very special child was born. So his mother was Amba. She was deeply spiritually connected with the Lord Shiva. So she had a boon in the previous life. Sripad Vallabha Swami gave her boon that the incarnation of Lord Dattatreya himself in the Kali Yuga will be born to him. So she worshipped. She gave instruction that to worship to Lord Shiva in the Pradosha Vela. So Pradosha Kala. So every day she used to do that. So over the time she passed away. So in the next life she was born as Amba in Maharashtra, a place called Karanja. So because of her deep love to the Lord Shiva, she was blessed with the divine child. So his birth name was Shaligram. So even from early childhood, he showed divine qualities. So he spoke little often. Instead of crying, he only says the word Om, Pranava Mantra, Om. And he exhibited disinterest in worldly things, worldly pleasures. So when he was born, he didn't cry also, like other babies. He softly chanted Om, 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 like that. So the sacred sound of the universe. Right? At first, mother thought she was imagining it, but when the time passed, baby kept on chanting the letter word Om. So everyone around realized that it was divine miracle. So people came from far away, and so why they witnessed the same that the child uh, is reciting the pranava mantra Om instead of crying. So as he grew up, he didn't speak also. He only answers with one word, Om. So whatever you say to him, just says Om, 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 Om like that. So one day, after days passed, he himself used hand gestures that to do Upanayana to him, sacred thread ceremony, right? So with sign language, he said, "Do Upanayana." Then he will talk. So everyone, astrologers came to him who visited them, and they smile and say that he is none other than Lord Dattatreya himself. He was blessed with the great divine himself. He is not an ordinary boy. He has taken birth in your home, like that astrologers used to say. But the parents worried that he didn't utter a word. So after a few days passed, so he, with the hand gestures in sign language, he said, "Do Upanayana to him, the sacred thread ceremony." Then he said he will talk. So he promised that after the ceremony, he would begin to speak. So first, his parents hesitated that after all, how could a boy who hadn't speak a single sentence from childhood will recite mantras, Veda mantras. So, but trusting their son, they went ahead and did the ceremony, thread ceremony, Upanayana. Then the miracle happened. As soon as the sacred Gayatri mantra whispered in his ears, little Nrsimha Saraswati began to chanting clearly all the Vedas and fluently. Not only that, he began to recite all the Vedas with ease and amazing evidence. So it is believed that all the Vedas, he had command of all the Vedas within him in the form of dogs. So that is why Nrsimha Saraswati picture is seen with the 4 dogs beside him. So the 4 dogs represents 4 Vedas. Just shortly after Nrsimha Saraswati took sannyasa at very young age, at 7 years, his mother cried, "You have just started speaking. How could you leave me now?" So then Swami gently placed his hand over her mother Then suddenly mother got remembered about her past life. So her name was Ambika in that life. So she was devoted to Sripada Sri Vallabha Swami. So Nrsimha Saraswati is the second incarnation of Guru Dattatreya. The first incarnation is Sripada Sri Vallabha Swami. So he and Mother Ambika remembered that she is a devotee of Sripada Sri Vallabha Swami. She realized that her son was the same divine being she used to worship earlier. But she had mother's heart, right? So she begged, so stay with me until I had two more children. Then you go. So surprisingly, within a year, the mother gave birth to two twins. Swami smiled and said, "No, that my promise is fulfilled. I will leave now." And so Nrsimha Saraswati began his journey, taking sannyasa to started his journey to uplift the world. There he met saint named Sri Krishna Saraswati Swami. So he is a follower of Advaita Siddhanta. So he is connected to Sringeri Matam. So he took him as his guru. So he gave his name, this little boy named Nrsimha Saraswati. From then onwards, the name Nrsimha Saraswati came into light. So Swami traveled to many places across India. So guiding seekers, healing the sick, and spreading the messages to righteousness. Few sacred places become important in his life. Of them, five are more important places. So let's see what are the places. So there is an incident happened in Basara. Basara is in Telangana. So one day, Swami saw a man trying to drown himself, tying a stone, and he trying to drown himself in the Godavari river. So what the reason is, the man had painful stomach diseases. So some ulcers formed in stomach. So instead of bearing it, whatever he eats, he gets pain. So instead of digesting, he used to have severe pain, ulcers in his stomach. So he tied a stone around his neck and tried to do suicide attempt. So he himself went into the Godavari river. Swami saw that there in Telangana and Basara. So if I eat, I suffer terribly, but I cannot survive without eating. So I will choose rather to die. So he said to Swami. Swami lovingly stopped him and said, "You will be healed." So he called his disciple uh, Sayan Devudu. He called his disciple and instructed him to feed him with full meal. So I am Devudu first hesitated that fearing that man might die because if he eat, he will die. So he will be blamed, right? So, but Swami assured him, "Trust me, he will be fine." Then man was fed. To everyone's surprise, he was completely cured. So what happened is, in Datta Sampradaya, they used to treat with apaityam. So paityam is what we call apaityam is opposite to paityam. So what we don't eat is paityam. What in the opposite way, it is treated in Datta Sampradaya. That is how this sacred Brahmin is hit. Then next comes to place called Audambur. So it is called Billavati earlier. Now it is called Audambur. So Swami sat under the sacred tree, Audambur tree, by the Krishna river, there in the place. So across the river there was a temple of goddess Bhuvaneshwari. A poor Brahmin who couldn't learn anything went to pray for knowledge near the goddess Bhuvaneshwari. So when the goddess did not appear, the boy he is a very stubborn boy. He got angry and he cut himself his tongue and threw at the feet of Lord Bhuvaneshwari, goddess Bhuvaneshwari. So finally, Bhuvaneshwari Devi appeared and told him. So to the other side of the river, there was Lord Dattatreya in the form of Nrsimha Saraswati. Go to that side, other bank of the river. He will bless you. No, he is a very stubborn boy. He didn't listen. Unless you won't help me, how can others will help me? I will not leave this place. If you won't bless me this time, I will cut my head. Like that, he said. Then goddess got angry and appeared in the dreams of the temple people and instructed them to throw him away. So the later next day, temple people threw him away. Then without any hope. He swam to the other bank of the river. There, Nrsimha Saraswati blessed him. So he placed a hand over the boy's head. Then, surprisingly, he got his tongue back. He began to recite all the way. He became recite to all the Vedas. He became a great Vedic scholar from that with that divine touch. So even today, people visit this Audambar tree and Audambar village where Swami used to sit in that place. So then comes to place Narsabhavadi. Here Swami stayed for 12 years meditating Narsabhavadi. It is also called as Nrsimha Vatika. So it is powerful place where all the five rivers join in the Krishna river. So making it a divine sacred place. It is called Panchanadi Sangam. Five rivers merge in the Krishna river. So here several beautiful and heart-touching miracles happened. Swami showed his leelas in this place called Narsabhavadi. Later he moved to Gangapur. So in Narsabhavadi he stayed 12 years there. Many incident happened. Many leelas shown in this place. So we'll see what are they. So they in Narsabhavadi they lived a poor Brahmin family. So they were in very deep poverty that they used to have a spinach tree in front of their house. They used to cut the leaves of that tree and they used to cook and make some soup and they used to consume that for that day. So that is the only source of food for them. So whenever Swamiji comes to their house and asks for food, so they offered Swami also the same spinach. So one day Swami came to their house and offered Avati Bhiksham Dehi. So instead of so they by the time they prepared food, soup and all, then Swami came and asked Bhavati Bhiksham Devi. So they offered whatever they have, the spinach, they offered to Swamiji. Then after eating, while going, Swami pulled this spinach tree out by its roots and left. So the family were heartbroken that their only source of food was destroyed. Even the small plant that is the only source of food for them. So even that small plant fed us. So why did Swami destroy it? Like that, the family cried. So, but when her husband dug the ground to replant it, so they discovered the Shivalingam with two parts of treasure, so hidden beneath the plant. So then their life changes from that moment. So there was another story where a woman called Shanta Devi, she used to have children one by one. She used to lose all the children before giving birth. So she was haunted by demon. So while going to the one sadhu, he revealed that in her previous life she had taken money from Brahmin and never returned it. So that man turned into the committed suicide and became a ghost. So now that ghost is haunting you. Like that, a sadhu came and so then sadhu told her that to go to Narsabhavadi and serve the padukas, footprints of Nrsimha Saraswati under the Audambara tree. So she prayed and fasted for days. Then Swami appeared in a dream and spoke to the ghost that she is under my protection. Don't don't harm her. She is under my protection. Don't harm her. Then Swami gave two coconuts and after that, as promised, she will be having two healthy children. After she ate, she was blessed with two healthy children. And there is another place called Amrapuram near Narsabhavadi where 64 yoginis, divine yoginis, powerful goddess, used to come to this Krishna river place and they used to, and in the afternoon, and they used to serve food to the Nrsimha Saraswati. One day, a farmer came. His name is Gajajanadu. Witnessed this and asked Swami about it. So Swami said that you are blessed with to see them, all the 64 yogis, but don't reveal this secret to anyone while I am here. So after Swami left, these people came to know about the secret of that 64 yoginis place. So even today, inside the Amareshwara temple, you can see all the 64 yogini statues. So before leaving the Narsabhavadi, Swami told that I will never leave this place. I will stay here in the form of padukas under the Audumbar tree. Whoever comes with devotion will feel my presence and receive my blessings. Like that. So, to this day also, countless devotees have been experiencing this healing, miracles, and spiritual awakening by visiting the sacred spots. So then Swami left to place called Gangapur. So where incident happened long time ago, near the village Shirola, a very poor couple stayed. So they had almost nothing to eat. So not even proper clothes and furniture in their house. So, but one thing they never lacked was devotion. So deep love and faith in Nrsimha Saraswati Swami, so who is considered to an incarnation of Lord Dattatreya, a divine guru. They used to bless him. So even now and then, Swami would visit nearby villages of for Bhiksha. So one day, Swami went to the places to remove the people's sins and bless them with fortune. This poor couple, despite having nothing, almost nothing for themselves, suffered something to Swami. When Swami come to their house, a handful of grains, a little cooked rice, they believed. So it is not our food; it belongs to God. So they continue. This continued for many years. So they never complained, never said we are poor, we cannot offer anything. So instead, they served Swami with joy. So believing that God Himself was visiting there. So one day, something wonderful happened. So the people found some good quality of grapes. So after a long time, they were overjoyed and decided to let's cook nice meal today. We'll treat ourselves with a little feast like that. They they thought. So they cooked the food simply but tasty. They set everything ready and were about to sit down and eat when suddenly Swami appeared and arrived at their doorstep and just said Bhavati Bhikshanti. So and they would give whatever they had. So but that day Swami was something different. He said, "Today I won't eat at your home. I will sit and have full meal here." Like that Swami said. So the people were shocked and overjoyed because the food was ready, but only problem is they don't have banana leaf to serve in their house. So now in those days, food was traditionally served in banana leaves only. So it is a symbol of cleanliness and hospitality. So but the people didn't manage to have a single leaf of banana leaf in their home. So the wife started crying. So she said to her husband, "We are poor. That even God Himself has come to eat in our house. We don't have a banana leaf to serve Him. So what kind of life is this?" Like that, that wife cried. So Swami understand that. So don't cry. Swami knows everything. His husband told that, "Don't cry. Swami knows everything. He knows our pain too. Let's go and tell him." They went to Swami and with folded hands and said, "Swami, we are honored to serve you, but we are deeply sorry. We don't have banana leaf to offer you to food on." So Swami smiled and kindly said, he pointed at the stone lying in their house nearby, pointed him and said, "Clean that stone well, bring it here, serve the food on it." So they were amazed. So who eats food on stone, right? So but Swami said, so they obeyed. And then wife took the stone, washed it with water cleanly. Then after washing, her tears fell on it. So she decorated it the best, whatever they have, with a little bindis and all. She placed the stone in front of Swami. Swami said happily and he meets over the served on the stone. After finishing, he said, "Truptospi Annapurna Kataksha Siddhirastu." Like that he blessed. Then Swami stood up and did something astonishing. He placed his hand firmly on the stone, and to everyone's surprise, that stone got imprinted of his divine handprint. So the hard stone softened, the Swami palms got stamped on the that stone. So Swami blessed there. So also Swami told them that worship the stone daily, all your poverty will end. You will become wealthy, but you never forget the God. Like that Swami told them and they left. So he never came back again to that house. But as promised from that day, the life of this couple completely changed. They got better clothes. They did some small business that ended them wealth, land, and prosperity. So they worshipped the stone daily. Even today also, we can see that stone. a miraculous stone that was with the Swami handprints on it. So it is kept in a small temple called Bhojana Patra Mandiram in Shirona village near Narsapawadi. So if you visit in the morning times, so the shield on the stone will be removed. Their abhishekam will be done, holy bath will be done in the morning hours. You can see that stone. So after that, they will keep silver shield over that stone. Then it is decorated with the Dattatreya idol. So there was another story happened in, near Bidar. So those days was ruled by Bahmani sultans. Bidar area was ruled by Bahmani sultans. So long ago, when Nrsimha Saraswati was living in Gangapur, there was a king ruling Bidar. So this king was very cruel. So he hated all the Hindus, Vedic scholars, and Brahmins and all. So he gave no respect to Vedas, that Dharma, and troubled many people. Right? One day, two Brahmins came to his court. They told the king that they were very great Vedic scholars and could defeat anyone in debate. So the king became very happy because he thought he could use them to humiliate other Brahmins. So he promised them with lots of wealth if they could defeat scholars and especially the saints in Ganga, who was becoming famous as an incarnation of God. So excited by this king offer, these two Brahmins went to Gangapur and challenged Nrsimha Saraswati to debate. So Swami gently told them, "Why do you waste your life in arguments about Vedas and all? So it is better to spend some time in chanting Gayatri Mantra with devotion. Go." So, but they filled with arrogance, right? They insisted Swami either debate with them or give a written statement that he had accepted his defeat. So imagine that, right? So then they were trying to challenge Lord Datta himself. Lord Datta himself uh, is a combination of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. So with them, they are debating. And then Swami tried again to make them leave their foolishness, but they refused. Then Swami called a man who was passing by. So this man was from so-called untouchability community. So his name was Matanga. Then the moment Matanga saw Swami, he fell on his feet with tears. Swami finally have shown some mercy to me. Swami asked, "Who are you?" So he Matanga replied, "I'm someone untouchable man living with outside the village, but now you have blessed me." So Swami then gave his Satyadanda to his disciple, staff, that is stick, right, to his disciple, and asked him to draw 7 lines on the ground. Swami told to Matanga to cross each line one by one. When Matanga crossed the first line, he remembered he remembered all his births, earlier births. So he crossed more lines. He recalled more and more past lives. So finally, after the seventh line, Swami asked, "Who are you?" He said, "My name is Sharma. I was once a Vedic scholar." So at that moment, Matanga's body shined with very brightly, and he looked like a true scholar. So Swami then told, "Since you are a scholar, you can defeat these two men in a debate." So Matanga, now Sharma, debated with these two proud Brahmins, and within half an hour, so he defeated them. Then these two scholars were shaken. They realized that Swami, divine power, fell at his feet and begged for forgiveness. And they confessed that they had been tempted by money from the king and acted out of greed and pride. So Swami forgave them, but said, "Because you have committed a sin, you are against many people, you have been defeating many people. That is sin, but you have to face karma for that also. You have to suffer." Then Swami gave them 12 years ghostly life to experience. So after that, when you hear this chanting of Vedas, you will be freed. So as Swami is they died in the later life, and this became ghost and experienced 12 years ghostly life. So one day, when a Brahmana chanted Vedas under the tree, this the sound freed them, and from there they are relieved from that ghostly life. And what happened to this Matanga? Because he was he he, he came he went back to the 7 previous life, right? So after this, Matanga's wife and children came running to him. But now, since he had remembered all his past life, he said, I'm not Matanga, my name is Sharma. I have no wife, no children. I'm a Vedic scholar, and my duty is to study and the Vedas only. Like his family cried, worried about his that they had lost him. And Swami told Matanga, "This is your family members. Go back, look after them, and also continue your Vedic practices." But he refused. He only wanted to live as a scholar. So Swami called a greedy businessman from that village who was known for troubling people, yeah, and with charging high interest rates. So Swami called a businessman. Then Swami asked to bring a waterful pot and pour over Mahatanga's head. The moment that greedy businessman poured water on Matanga, he forgot all the previous past life memories. So he was confused, looked around and said, then quietly went home with the wife and children. So Swami explained, see how food and water prepared are touched by impure people or people with negative thoughts. They will change this Vedic scholar also. So that is why it is recommended to have cleanliness and purity, and cleanliness and purity in food, not only in food and in mind also. So whenever this greedy businessman poured water, water full of pot on that Vedic scholar, that's where all these previous lives memories were erased. That is why it is important to have food and water prepared only by pure people. Uh, right, cleanliness and purity should be. Then there is the cruel king of Bedar died after some time. Then another king came into power. So this king was different. He was a very nice person. He was respected by all the religions, and he treated people with kind. So, but one day, king developed a terrible wound like ulcer near his thigh. So this wound grew day by day. It was worse. So no royal doctors can cure it. So finally, one saint came to his court and advised him to go to Gangapur. You seek the blessings of Nrsimha Saraswati Swami, like that. The royal kings, the saint suggested him. So the king agreed. So with the pain in his leg, he traveled to Gangapur. So at first, disciples were sacred to see king searching for Swami. Then they told him Swami was at the Sangam where the rivers meet. So the king went there. So he got down from his palanquin and painfully walked towards Swami. So he fell on his feet and greeted him with huge respect. Then Swami asked kindly, "How are you, dear child? Is your desire to rule the kingdom fulfilled?" Like that is Swami told. So hearing those words, the king suddenly remembered his past life. So he realized that he is in his previous birth he was a fish washerman. He used to do the cleaning things like, where Swami used to reside under a tree. He is a washerman. When king passed by nearby river, he used to thought that so what a life that is. He is having all the kingly life that like that is believed. So Sripada Vallava Swami blessed him with boon that in your next life you will be like a king and you will have all the kingly pleasures and all. So that he ended his life as a washerman. In the next life, he was the king. So and this here Nrsimha Saraswati also took next life. Sripada Vallabha Swami also took next life and become Nrsimha Saraswati. So this washerman also took next life and become king. So he used to recollect all this. So how are your dear child? Is your desire to rule the kingdom fulfilled? So hearing these words, king suddenly remembered his past life. He realized that in previous birth he was a washerman and he served as Sripada Vallabha Swami. Uh, so because of Swami's blessing only, he had now been born as a king. So the king wept with joy and gratitude. He admitted that all pleasures and honors I have today are because of your mercy only, Swami. So he then showed his Swami that he had been suffering from wound and begged for help. So, but when he looked at his thigh, he was found that the wound has already disappeared. So, over the devotion, the king fell again at the Swami's feet. So, according to historians, Swami lived from the year 1376 to 1456. So, and during his stay in Gangapur, that is 1432 to 1456. So, Bidar was ruled by Bahmani kings. and that king was Alauddin Ahmad Shah Brahmani too. Was a king visited Swami, and he was a washerman in his previous life. So after this, the king invited to Swami to be there, where Swami stayed for there for some time and performed meditations in caves. So even today, near Papanasha Shivalayam was there in Bidar. So there was two caves. One is Japam and one is Tapam. So these were the places where Swami meditated. Now these caves are offering daily food to all the needy people. Food is distributed everywhere, everyone who visited there. After this, Swami eventually went to Sri Salem at a holy place called Akashaganga. He announced that he would be soon leave his physical body and remain in subtle form in Kadalivana. Saying this, he disappeared from this material world, mortal world, and in the subtle form from them, Swami went into subtle form. So even today, when devotees bath in this place called Akashaganga, they remember the Swami divine body touches this holy water. So with the remembrance and all, so that bath becomes blessing. Right. So now all these stories and all the history of Sri Nrsimha Saraswati is taken from Guru Charitra. So let's see what this Guru Charitra is. So Guru Charitra is a sacred book. This contains all the life stories of teachings of Dattatreya Swami and his two incarnations in Kali Yuga. One is Sripada Valla Swami and Nrsimha Saraswati. So this book is considered to be powerful. With that, keeping in home itself brings all the peace, prosperity, and divine blessings. So it gives you Ashta Siddhis and also Ashta Aishwaryas. If you want spirituality, it will give you. If you want physical or material pleasures, it will give you. So just like Bhagavad Gita in every house, these Maharashtrians will have Guru Charitra in their house as a treasure. They feel it as a treasure. The devotee says that Parayana is done sincerely. Their home become filled with unique spiritual vibration. Even the visitors can feel that. So, what are the contents of Guru Charitra? So, Guru Charitra mainly focuses on appearance of Sri Dattatreya. So, birth life and the Leelas of Sripada Sri Vallabha Swami. So, until his disappearance in the Krishna River, Kurupuram. Then the rebirth of Sripada as Nrsimha Saraswati Swami, his journeys to Narsabhavadi, Gangapur, his divine Leelas, and finally the disappearance in Kadalivana. So teachings about sin, virtue, remedies of sins, greatness of Rudra, so importance of Vratas and the values of sacred practices. So these are all mentioned in Guru Charitra. So how is this Guru Charitra should be made recited, Parayana. So the method is Saptaha Parayana, that is done in 7 days. So the best way to do Guru Charitra is done in 7 days. Ideally starting from Guruvaram, that is Thursday. Guru Charitra Thursday should start from Thursday and should end at Wednesday evening. So for 7 days, this Udyapana is closing ceremony should be done on Wednesday. So for day, how to do that? Day 1 Thursday from chapter 1 to 9. What chapter 1 to 9 consists of is so appearance of Dattatreya, life of Sripada Sri Vallabha Swami until his disappearance. These are all covered in chapter 1 to 9. So this should be studied read on day 1, that is on Thursday. Day 2 from chapter 10 to 21 on Friday. So this contains birth of Nrsimha Saraswati, his stay in Narsabhavadi, miracles and all. These are all contained in day chapter 10 to 21. So it should be read on day 2. Day 3, that is Saturday, chapter 22 to 29. So where the Leelas of Bhima, Amaraja Sangamam, so greatness of Vibhuti. So these are all mentioned in chapter 22 to 29. That should be written day 3, that is Saturday. Then the day 4, Sunday, chapter 30 to 34. So in that chapters they mentioned Swami stays in Gangapur. So importance of Rudrabhishekam and all. So they are all mentioned in chapters 32 and 34. And on Monday, that is day 5, 35 to chapter 37. 3 chapters, 35, 36, and 37. So that is done on Monday, because Somavaram Vratam, that is Monday Vratam, is mentioned in that chapter. So it should be studied on Monday only. So 35 to 37. Somvaram Vratam and related teachings are covered from 35 to 37 chapters. Whereas on day 6, that is Tuesday, chapter 38 to 43. If you don't have any children, or you are seeking for children, chapter 39 is prescribed to study. So this 38 to 43 contains Annapurna Avatara, Ananta Padmanabha Vratam and all. Right. Day 7, that is on Wednesday, chapters 44 to 52. All the final Leelas, Swami's disappearance and Kadalivana. These are all mentioned in the last chapters. And day 8, Thursday, Udyapana, that is on again on Thursday. So after completing the book, place the book near Swami's picture or idol, offer some food and perform arati and all, and feed at least one person to that day. On that day, Thursday, started from that Thursday, and reading should be completed by Wednesday, and offering prayers and all should be done on Thursday. So during these 7 days, Saptaha Parayana, it is observed to sleep on the floor only. So eat only sattvic food, maintain mounam silence, so avoid gossiping and meaningless talks and all. So fix a specific time and place daily for example, if you start from morning 6 to 8, so same time daily, specific time and same place, no all places around your home. So keep your mind on Swam throughout the day. These are all the rules should be followed to do this parayana. So if you do this with the devotion and discipline, this parayana brings unmistakable sense from Swami's grace. You may have divine dreams. You may have met some saints or received holy prasad, or you may feel deep peace or experience miracles in life. So these are all the fruits of sincere parayana. That is the way that Swami blessed you. That I have received your parayana. It is the sign. So with this, I will conclude. So let us never forget this gentle reminder that even the smallest offering we made to great souls bring blessings for lifetimes. So, but to ignore with a divine opportunity or pride or great invites sorrow. So, from the next time, if you see any sadhu or near temple or any sacred place, go him, offer him some food with full and open heart. Because who knows, the one standing before you may be the none other than Lord Dattatreya himself. Right? So, with this, I will conclude. Jai Guru Dev. Yes, madam.
Namaste, Lokesh.
Yeah.
Namaste, everybody. Very good topic, Lokesh, today. This Narasimha Saraswati, when I was in school and I had learned, not fully, we had one chapter. But after that, we fully completely forgot about this topic. And today, thank you very much for reminding. And in this place, Hubli, Datta Jayanti is celebrated at very, very, very grand. They celebrate very grandly. Everywhere you can see performing Datta Puja, and then everybody serve this rotis, Jawar roti. Everywhere they serve throughout night. They celebrate very grandly here.
Datta Parampara is followed in Maharashtra and Karnataka.
Yes. Here they celebrate very much. In Bangalore and all, they don't used to celebrate. Here in Hubli, they celebrate very grandly. And then I have visited Gangapura. I've taken darshan of Dattatreya. Now Guru Charitra. Now during this Kartika Masa, I will plan to read. It's a holy month. It will be very good if you read recite during that month. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Masters, let's just listen Ashtakam. Narasimha Saraswati Ashtakam, that is for nearly 3 minutes, so that energies of all gurus will be here. So I will be playing Narasimha Saraswati Ashtakam. So let's just listen to it.
किरण सिंधु भक्तवत्सलं नन्दनाद्रिसूनु दत्तमिन्दिराक्ष श्रीगुरुं गन्धमाल्यक्षतादिवृन्ददेववन्दितं वन्दयामि नारसिंह सरस्वती सपाहि मां मोहपाश अन्धकार जात दूरभास्करम् आयताक्ष पाहि श्रियवल्लभे सनायकं सेव्य भक्तवृन्दवरद भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं वन्दयामि नारसिंह सरस्वती सपाहि मां सिद्धजातवर्गषड्गमत्तवारणाङ्कुशं सत्त्वसारशोभितात्मदत्त श्रियवल्लभम् उत्तमावतार सरस्वती सपाहि मां व्योमवायुतेज आप भूमिकर्तृमीश्वरं कामक्रोधमोहरहित सोमसूर्यलोचनं कामितार्थधातृभक्त कामधेनु श्रीगुरुं वन्दयामि नारसिंह सरस्वती सपाहि मां पुण्डरीक आयताक्ष कुण्डलेन्दु तेजसं चण्डदुरित खण्डनार्ददण्डधारि श्रीगुरुं मण्डलीकमौलिमार्ताण्डभासिताननं वन्दयामि नारसिंह सरस्वती सपाहि मां वेदशास्त्रस्तुत्यपादमादिमूर्ति श्रीगुरुं नादबिन्दुकलातीत कल्पपादसेव्ययं सेव्य भक्तवृन्दवरद भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं वन्दयामि नारसिंह सरस्वती सपाहि मां अष्टयोग तत्त्वनिष्ठ तुष्ट ज्ञानवारिधिं कृष्णवेणितीरवास पञ्चनर्ज सङ्गमं कष्टदैन्य दूर भक्त तुष्ट काम्यदायकं वन्दयामि नारसिंह सरस्वती सपाहि मां नारसिंह सरस्वती सनाम अष्टमौक्तिकम् आरकृत्य शारदेन गङ्गाधराख्य स्वात्मजं धारणीगदेव दीक्ष गुरुमूर्तितोषितं वन्दयामि नारसिंह सरस्वती सपाहि मां नारसिंह सरस्वती स अष्टकञ्च यः पठेत् घोर संसार सिन्धु तारणाख्य साधनं सार ज्ञान दीर्घ आयुरारोग्यादि सम्पदां चारुवर्ग काम्य लाभ नित्यमेव यः पठेत्
Right, masters. That is Ashtakam, Narasimha Saraswati Ashtakam. We'll go for meditation, masters. So we have been doing Anapanasati meditation. Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, Sati means to be with the breath. So remove your spectacles if you are wearing any. Drink a glass of water before you start meditating. Keep another glass of water ready with you so that you can have after the meditation. Switch off the lights in your room. Make your room dim or dark. So create a peaceful atmosphere. Sit in the comfortable position, Sukhasana, or on a mat, on a floor, or on the chair. If you are sitting on the chair, just cross your legs. Keep your back straight and relaxed. Keep your hands clasped like this and make open to the sky. interlocking fingers of one hand with the other. Just rest your hands on your thighs. No mantras, no japas. Gently close your eyes. Minimize all the distractions. Let's bring all the energies of the masters and the gurus. Gently close your eyes. Focus your breath. Be present with each breath. Inhale and exhale. Don't try to control it. Control your breath. Just observe it with mindfulness. If you get any thoughts, feelings, or sensations, just observe it and simply ignore them. Gently return your focus to the breath. Observe your breath with mindfulness. Observe your breath at the tip of your nose. Inhale and exhale. Be patient and kind to yourself. Bring your breath. Bring your mind and breathe. I will play a calming music, masters. It helps you to focus and breathe and relax. The last 1 minute, masters. Feel your breath. Feel your breath. It's gently coming in and going out. Slowly bring attention back to the body consciousness. The last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now gently rub your hands together, generating warm and energy. When you are ready, place your palms over your eyes. Feel the pressure, feel the energy for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking at your palms, gently open your eyes, masters. Rub these palms and spread all over here. Your hands mix. Spread the energy, feel the energy. We have completed wonderful meditation, masters. Well done. Let's thank Universe and Mahavatar Foundation for giving us this platform to learn wisdom from many masters. And let's thank all the masters who have attended the session. Thank you all. Please don't miss a session tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. See you all tomorrow. Good night.